Hey guys, welcome back. Today I am going to work on week 38 in my 2022 Project Life album, and simple is the name of the game here. I didn't have a whole lot of time to put this spread together. I just wanted to keep it really clean, really simple, minimal embellishment. I'm going with the July Studio Calico Documenter kit, mainly for the cards. To be honest, I use a few little embellishments, but I'm not doing a whole lot in the way of embellishing this week, so I've pulled out a couple of little bits and pieces from Citrus Twist as well. Now it was a kind of big emotion week around here, so not a whole lot of photo taking that went on. I'm pretty much sure all of these photos came from the 2 days of the weekend. There was nothing going on during the week. I printed out one of those large kind of photo enlargements, so it's a 6x8. I just print them onto 6x4 photo paper. To create the enlargement, since it's going into a pocket anyway. And I do end up forgetting to trim the bottom portion of that on camera, so I do have to split that obviously to fit it into the two 3x4 pockets. Now I only had one 4x6 card left over. It was going to work out perfectly for my title card. So in the end I decided just to grab some white cardstock, going to keep it a little bit light and bright. It's really the only spot for journaling this week. I typed straight out on my typewriter, leaving a little bit of space, clearly not enough, for some of these numbers and my photo. So I've just kind of done 3 little bullet points about the week and what we did to kind of try and turn it around. And I haven't quite left enough room for my photo. I just find it easier, to be honest, to just run my cards straight through my typewriter. I know that that leaves room for kind of messiness and error. I could do a much tidier job if I was typing it up on my computer and printing it out. I just honestly, when I sit down to do Project Life, I don't then want to spend another 10 or 15 minutes typesetting something into my computer. That's my day job. So when I play with paper, I want to use my hands, and that's why I go with the typewriter. And I just accept that sometimes those things, they don't look as perfect as they could be. Now for the 3x4 cards with the smaller photos, again, one's not even a photo, one's just a screenshot of something that I had done this week. I'm just sticking them onto some cards. One was just a pattern background card. One had a little sentiment on it. I just used it for the color, so I covered up the sentiment. It didn't quite cover it up, so I filled in the bottom with a chipboard sticker. I did that on both of those cards just for a little bit of consistency. Now I'm going to move on to my title card. It's really the only thing left on here. I decided that I was going to keep everything like really centered on this card. The design of the card kind of asked for it. That's what I'm going to do. I used the lunar numbers from Citrus Twist. I used the solid version, and I'm going to stamp in black ink just because there are a few kind of darker spots on my spread this week. I want the title of this title card to be really kind of stand out. You can see it does that quite nicely. Inked up those stamps. I put both stamps on one block just to try and center it, because the card has a very light grid pattern on it, which made it very easy to get it into the center of the page or of the card. I just made sure to ink it up super well so I didn't have to double stamp that, because you all know that would have been a complete disaster if I had tried to do that. Now I'm going to use some puffy sticker alphas on top. I went through a whole bunch of different options. I had already pulled some out and they were a little bit bigger. I liked these smaller ones, but I didn't want to use like white. So I went back into my stash to see if I had some colored ones that would go with kind of all the colors that are on this spread. In the end, I've picked these tiny little teal ones, and I'm just going to kind of spread out those alphas, try to spread them out evenly so that they go beyond the border of the stamping. They definitely didn't need to, because they are very small alphas, but to try and stretch those out a little bit gives it a bit of breathing room and just makes that title a little bit larger. You can see more of the stamping behind it, and so it reads easier as well. Last thing is just add in some date stamping, and that's my title card done. in fact almost the whole spread done. All I've got left to do, I've got a couple of kind of, well, the photo enlargement and the 4x6 down the bottom. I don't think I'm going to add anything to the 4x6 at the bottom of the page because it is quite a busy photo, and to be honest, I haven't pulled out any kind of additional embellishments. None of the ones that I've got are sort of appropriate. So all I'm going to do is just fill in a little bit of the empty space at the top of my 6x8 photo enlargement. I'm going to use one of these, I was going to call them label stickers, but they're kind of just like grid paper stickers. So it kind of goes with that title card. I've used the green one just to pull in some of those other colors in the spread. And all I'm going to do is use it as kind of a backing for a stamp. So I've got the Vintage Love stamp set from Citrus Twist out. It just caught my eye as I was flicking through my stamps looking for something else I might want to add to this spread. Just this one little stamp here that says everything has its beautiful moment. It seemed appropriate for this sort of week, so I'm just leaving it at that and calling this spread all done. Love how this turned out, loved that I did manage to keep it simple, and I really hope you enjoyed it too. Hey, thanks for watching today, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. If you want to keep watching, I'm going to leave a couple videos on screen. Otherwise, I'll see you again really soon. Bye.